I'll share my screen. Yeah. So yesterday we have gone through the basics of JavaScript, like how to include the JavaScript file in HTML and how to render the file in the browser and the usage of JavaScript in the .js file and as well as the browser. So just start here. I'll just launch this HTML file in browser. This is my console. Yeah. So yesterday we have focused on data types, how to declare variables and the usage of var, let and const. And along with that, we also gone through some of the concepts like arrays, objects, strings, and other things in JavaScript. So today we'll continue from them. Now we'll discuss about the conditional statements in JavaScript. So similar to other languages, we have the conditional operators in JavaScript as well, like the if else, and switch. So some other things. So I'll just write, maybe I'll start writing that. Const, maybe balance equal to 100 and const max equal to 600. So to check if max is less than equal to I'll just write more money. So if max is less than equal to bal, then we'll get the output. So here we have 600. I'll just give 300. Save. You can see the console is printed. So similar to other languages, we use the if and else as well. Just give 600. So you will execute the else block now. And if you want multiple things, you have like else if similar to Java. So you can give multiple else if under this if condition, and finally you can print finals. So based on the condition, it will print the output. So this is a simple if else conditions in JavaScript, and we also have a ternary operator as well. So I'll just give like const condition equal to true. So ternary operator is nothing but first, just I'll let you know the syntax. First, it would be condition, and if the condition is true, then we'll perform some operation. Perform true condition, else perform false condition. So we'll give the condition here, and if it is true, or if it validate to boolean true, then we'll perform this condition, or else we'll perform this. So I'll just write let result equal to condition. If the condition is true, I'll assign the value as condition is true. This condition is false, and I'll try to print that. I'll save this, and you can see the result condition is true. And if I'll give the condition as false, then you can see, sorry, and you can see the result condition is false. So based on the condition, you can use this condition operation ternary operator as well. In simplicity, you can give like condition maybe age 20. If age greater than 20, we'll just print age greater than 20. Age less than 20. So I'll just save this and you can see the age is less than 20. So in this way, you can use this ternary operator. In real-time project, you will be using this ternary operator mostly for its simplicity and for convenience. And this is regarding this if else. And so next we'll go through the switch conditions. Just erase these things. Similar to other languages, the switch is also same in JavaScript. We'll just give any of the condition here. And if the case matches those condition, then we'll get maybe we'll get the output. You can use here like integer, string, or bool, anything else as per your wish. So for simplicity, I'll be using this integer, and I'm just logging 0 condition. And after your statement, you need to include the break statement as well. And similarly, case 1. First, second, I'll just give the condition. Let condition equal to 0. And I'll try to run. You can see 0 condition is being executed. If you type like 1, so instead of if else, you can use the switch for multiple conditions. Based on the input, it'll check whether the case is matched with the condition, and it'll output the maybe function result or whatever you are going to expose there first. So this is the simple usage of if like switch condition. And if you want to console most of the things, like maybe in some scenarios you'll be having 2, 3, you want all the cases to have a same result. Case 4, and you can use n number of conditions here. So first, if it is 0, it will print this and it will break the condition. It will come out of this loop. And if it is 1, it will console this and it will come out of this loop. And if you give like 3, 4, 5, like 2, 3, 4, if it matches with any of these cases, then you will get this final output. So now the condition is 1. I'll just get the first one. And if it is like 3, I'll get this output as final. Yeah. So we got the output as final. So this is the way we're gonna use switch in JavaScript as well. And the other condition is like loops in JavaScript. So to complete the course, I mean the topics soon, I'm going quite fast. So please stop me if you're stuck in any of the area, or please let me know if you have any doubts. Okay. Similar to other languages, the while condition, for loops are similar here in JavaScript as well. You'll give one condition in the while loop, and if it is validated, then you will execute the condition. So I'll just give the const number equal to 10 while number equal to 10. Print something, and else, I mean not else. So you will just console while loop. But in while loop, we have given the number as 10, and you're going to check here. We know that in while loop, if the condition is true, it will go like an infinite loop. So you need to place any break condition, or if you need to use only while when you want to achieve something rather than utilizing the infinite loop. So I'll just give here maybe 5. Or less than 10. Console log. I'm gonna print this number. Num plus. We print here. Sorry. This is a constant variable. Sorry. So you can see the output is being printed. So this is the normal usage of the while loop. And if you in other languages like in Java and in other, you need to give a condition whether it is true or false. But here, in JavaScript we have 3 things like null, undefined, and valid condition, valid value. So if the value is valid, then you don't need to check whether the number is greater than 10 or less than 10. It doesn't require. So you can directly give the variable here, and you can execute the loop. If you give null, or if you give undefined, then automatically the condition will fail and you won't get the output. So you can see you don't get any output because you have given null. And if you want to give undefined as well, this is the failure condition in JavaScript. So null and undefined are used for fail values, and if you give any valid variable or value, then it will be validated. So you don't get any output here. So this is the thing. And coming to for loops, so these also quite same. Instead of int or float or bool, here you will be using let, const, or var. So I'll just give let I equal to 0, I less than 5. Try to print this I value. So you'll get all the values as per the logic. And there is also a few other loops in JavaScript, like as I mentioned, like higher order functions like map, reduce, filter, for each. So those are widely used for arrays and objects. So consider array equal to some values 1, 2, 3. I'm giving some random values. So you can directly give dot length, and you can print array of I. So if you execute, you'll get all the values that are in the array. And instead of these loop, you can directly use like the higher order functions like array dot for each, and these for each, map, and reduce functions they will iterate on each and every element and will execute the output. So I'll just do item, return item. So what here inside array, it'll first check for one and it'll print the one, then it'll go for two, then it'll go for three, four, and so on. So it'll iterate on each and every element synchronously. So you'll get the output as well here. So you can also use map reduce for printing these. And this is the way in which you will be using for loops. And there is also another loop like for off and for in. So I'll just show you. Second. Let's remove this. Constant object equal to so you have a simple object here like const object and the proposition that if you want to iterate through this, you will be using directly. So for in object console log. You can see all the items in the object are being iterated by using a for in loop. So we also have the for off loop as well. This for simplicity, this for in loop will be used for objects and for off loop will be used for arrays mostly. So, random values or get index of array. So you'll get all the values in the array as well. So you'll get these values from this method, like for off method. So this is for, you'll be using the for in for the objects and the for off condition for arrays. So these are like mostly used loops in JavaScript. And but from this, we also have JSON format. So for example, we know object is represented in curly braces, maybe first name equal to John, name Trudeau, and is equal to 20. So this is the representation of object. So we have a concept called JSON, which is nothing but JavaScript object notation, which is used as a data transfer from different layers. So in the projects, you'll be using the REST APIs, which uses these JSON as a data format for transferring from backend to front end and front end to backend, or to transfer your data from any service to other services as well. So this JSON is not only compatible with this JavaScript, but it is used across all the languages like Java, Python, C#. So JSON is used as a data transfer medium between multiple APIs or services. So, but it will be represented similar to the objects. So I think, yeah. So this JSON would be similar to these as well. So there would be one small. So the key as well will be in the form of string. So is the form this is the JSON format that we'll be utilizing to transfer the data. Maybe I'll just assign it to JSON equal to, yeah. So I'll print this JSON. So you'll get the entire object in the console, like age, first name, and last name. So uh, we can also convert this JSON to string, and we can pass from in some of the cases, like if you have a form building page in Angular or React or in plain JavaScript, you need to uh, have the fields for entering the user data or profile data. Then you will capture those data and you will convert into form of string and you'll pass to backend. You can also send in the form of JSON. So to convert JSON into string, we have a condition in the JSON similar to uh, so it is nothing but object dot stringify, and for parsing the thing, it would be like object dot, instead of object you can also use JSON. Show first here. Converting JSON to string. So this is a command we'll be using for converting the JSON into string. I'll print this. So you can see here, this in the form of string. This above one is like an object in JavaScript, but the second one would be like a string. So you can convert the string into JSON by using uh, converting string to JSON. So it is similar to that, like where JSON equal to JSON dot parse. So in this condition, you are converting from string to JSON. I'm trying to print those things as well. So you can see here. Okay, first I have printed these JSON and I have converted that JSON into string, and after that I have converted that string to JSON. So vice versa, you can be used in multiple times in your project. So these to be noted. And the most important thing is like functions. Just a second. Yeah, sorry, I'll call him. So we'll be going through the functions in JavaScript. So this is one of the important concept in uh, JavaScript as well. Yes. So we'll just use function keyboard and the name of the function. And we'll close this. This is a simple form of creating a function in JavaScript. And I'll just console log function is created. Function is this. So I'll call the function by using the function name. So I'll save this. Just see. So we have successfully created a function and we have called that function. So this is the simple way of creating functions in JavaScript. And if you want to pass any arguments here, then name, age. So yesterday we have discussed template literals, so in which we can access the JavaScript variables. So hey, my name is my age is this. So you can directly access your JavaScript code inside strings by using these template literals. And I'll pass the name as hero, age as 20. So if I save this, and you can see the output that we have passed as an arguments, it got printed. So this is one way of writing the function. So you can add n number of arguments here. And if you want to here, I am not returning anything. And if you expect something, let result equal to, just comment this. Sure. I'll just return age into maybe 10. So you need to get the answer. So I didn't console here the output. Say here, so and you can see the result. So this way of returning your output from the function. And this is the normal general form of writing functions in JavaScript. You also have another way of writing functions. Those are nothing but converting your normal function into anonymous functions. So const, maybe function name would be some. I'll just give some. And so at the beginning, everyone will be quite confused by using these anonymous functions. I'll just show you the simple way. So in this way of writing this function, the sum would be the name of the function and not this add. So this add is generally we are just writing a function with the name add, and we are assigning the whole function reference to the name called sum. So here the sum would be the name of the reference function that we can access. Specify. I'll just console log sum of income 20. So you can see the result. So here this function is being passed as a reference to the sum, and so you can access this sum as a function call in JavaScript. So there is also another way. This method one, third one, and this would be method two, and the method 3 would be like just writing some constant. Maybe you can use any other function. You can use sum equal to function which doesn't have name. You can directly give the parentheses and you can pass xy and you can return x plus y. So maybe this is sum and just give someone declare this. Okay. Someone of maybe 100 comma 30. Second. Should call so just remove this function keyword. This is known as arrow function. So you don't need to give the where like the keyword like function here. You can directly open the parentheses and this is called fat arrow syntax. This is also known as arrow function in JavaScript. So it will return your output. So I'll just call fun one of sum one of 100 comma 30. So I'll get the result. Just console this directly. I can. You can see your output is being printed. So this is also known as arrow function or anonymous function because you don't have the function attribute or keyword for this. You can directly use this variable name and you can directly access the function. And instead of writing these curly braces and return, you can also directly write the statement as you can directly return this x plus y. So it will directly return the value of these. It will return the output without using these curly braces or return. So this is only useful when you have like single statement in your if you want to return only a single statement of output. But if you have like multiple lines inside these curly braces, like for example, if you want to give like int a something and something, so in this way this method won't work. If you have only a single line of return, then you can utilize this method as well. And just give 100, you can see this output is being printed. So this is the way you will be writing functions in JavaScript. So in JavaScript, these functions is also similar to objects in the other languages. So for example, consider Java. In Java, functions are only meant for some specific purpose. Like function is like a method. You will be used for accessing those methods, and the class is separate. But in JavaScript, this you can convert a function into a class as well. Like for example, you will write function hero and you can pass like name level and you can directly assign the values like this. by using these keyword. So this keyword in JavaScript is also an important parameter for utilizing it in the in the class or function, and you can also use this inside objects. So in the upcoming sessions, I'll show how we can access by using this keyword as well. So this dot level, and I can create a new object for this. So let hero1 equal to new hero of uh, can you random value, comma. So you can see here. So I'm trying to create an object for the function as well. So this is the beautiness of JavaScript. So far, you can create an object for function as well. So I'll try to print this hero1. It would be like an object with the values that we are passing, like JD and 748. So if you can see here, an object is being created from this function. We have instantiated the object by using this new keyword. And once we console this, we can see the level as this and the name. So in this way, you can create objects from the function as well. And so I'll just show you the methods as well. Okay. So similar to the functions, we'll be having uh, classes as well. So for example, just x equal to function equal to class. So we'll be creating a class using this class keyword. So I'll show you. In this, I'm just sharing you like the difference between this X and Y. You can see both are pointing to a JavaScript object itself instead of separate method or a class. So you have one keyword called object dot get prototype of just print the X. So you can see here, you'll get the same output. So whether you create a function or you will create a class, so it would be similar to this native code. It is a prototype of JavaScript mission code, the native code. So I'm showing this example to just show you that the function in JavaScript is same as a class in JavaScript. So in other languages, the method is separate and the class is separate, but in JavaScript, function is also similar to a class, and it will point to an object. So you can see both the class and function represents the same native code. So this is one thing. Uh, I'll try to define a class. So similar to, I'll just show you function hero name comma level. You need to follow a naming convention as well. So if you're creating a function which is used as a class, you need to give the variable name, the beginning of variable name as a capitalized. And so this is a function that I'm converting like a class. So similar to that class hero. So this would be, in this we'll be having the constructor. and inside constructor, you will be passing these name and level. So here you will be having this dot name, the dot level. So these both are same. Like you can write function hero and this one, or else if you want to create in a form of class, you can directly create a class name and inside the constructor. You can directly assign in the constructor as well. So this is the way of writing class and functions as a objects in JavaScript. So if you want to write any of the method in this class, so here this one, I'll just give hero1 and I'll just give hero2. And if you want to add any of the methods in this hero1 class, you can directly give like hero1 dot prototype, maybe method name. You can write any like greet equal to a function. So this would be quite confusing at the beginning, but while you will be using the JavaScript, practicing with the concepts, you will be able to easily understand these things as well. So return. So this is the way of declaring method. We are simply creating a method name like greet. This is nothing but we are creating a method called greet inside this hero1 class. So you don't be confused like we are using function and what is the function that we are going to write here. So here once we write the function in this way, this is nothing but similar to a class. So inside class we can have multiple variables, functions as well. So this is nothing but I'm creating a greet method inside this hero1 class. So this is the thing. And in class, if you run the same method, you can directly write like greet. You can do something, maybe some logic here. So this is the way you will be writing the method inside the class and inside the function. So if you are familiar with Java or any other object-oriented programming, then these concepts would be very easy for you. Here we are doing nothing like creating a class and methods inside that, and we are directly utilizing those things. And so mostly we have covered these things like class and objects. And if you want to create an object, just for example, a equal to 3 console log a. So in order to access these, so first I'll just print the whole hero2. So you can see if I try to print this hero2, you'll get the whole class as an output. And if you want to access this greet method, you can directly use dot greet and you just simply call the function. So hero2 dot greet is not a function. Wait, just miss here. You cannot directly access this. You need to create new hero1 object and you need to pass. I'll just show. Hero. Oh no, I'm trying to. So you can see an object is being printed like level 29 and name hero that we are passing here, and you can directly access the greet now. So once you print like hero2 object.greet, you'll get these 20 as output. So from this, so you're creating an object for this class, and inside that, with that object, you're trying to accessing all the methods and variables inside that class, similar to other languages. So this is pretty much regarding the class and functions in JavaScript. So I'll stop from here. So tomorrow we'll be covering the rest of the high-level concepts in JavaScript, and next week we'll start focusing on Angular and React. So please go through the basics and concepts in JavaScript, so that we can understand effectively. So this session should be just an overview, like what is what, and if you want to get in-depth knowledge and overall understanding, you need to go through the tutorials or the documentation of the JavaScript. We can wrap it now. So thank you so much for your time.